Welcome back to the Coaching Table, the place where business minds come to grow, challenge, and evolve. I'm Michael, and today we're diving into one of the most powerful and often misunderstood forces in business: company culture. Culture isn't just about ping pong tables and casual Fridays. It's about how your people think, act, and feel at work. It's the invisible hand that shapes performance, innovation, and retention. Every business, no matter the size or industry, is built on 7 key disciplines. These are the strategic functions that keep things moving, growing, and thriving: leadership, management, operations, sales, marketing, human resources, and accounting and finance. Each week, we'll dive into one of these disciplines. We'll explore the challenges, the strategies, the mindset shifts, and most importantly, how to apply them in the real world. In this episode, we'll unpack what company culture really is and explore 5 key levers that you can pull to shape it intentionally. Whether you are a founder, a team leader, or an HR pro, this one's for you. Let's get into it. Company culture is the invisible operating system of your business. It's the shared values, beliefs, behaviors, and norms that shape how work gets done, not just what gets done. It's how people communicate, how decisions are made, how conflict is handled, and how success is celebrated. It's the vibe you feel when you walk into the office or log into that Zoom call. Think of it like the personality of your organization. Just like individuals have traits that influence how they show up in the world, companies have cultures that influence how they operate. And here's why it matters. A strong, healthy culture boosts employee engagement. People feel connected, motivated, and proud of their work. It improves retention. When employees feel aligned with the culture, they stay longer and they refer others. It drives performance. Teams that trust each other and share values move faster, collaborate better, and innovate more. And it shapes your brand reputation. Culture isn't just internal, it leaks out. Customers and partners, they all experience it. Culture is not a soft thing, it's a strategic asset. And if you don't shape it intentionally, it will shape itself, and often in ways you don't want. Let's begin with the cornerstone of company culture: values and mission alignment. Every organization has a mission statement and a set of values. But the real question is, are they alive in the day-to-day? When values and mission are aligned and operationalized, they become the DNA of your company. They guide decisions, shape behavior, and create a sense of purpose that transcends profits. A powerful example of this is Ben & Jerry's. Their mission isn't just about selling ice cream. It's a 3-part mission: product quality, economic reward, and social impact. They've taken bold stances on climate justice, racial equality, and refugee rights. In 2020, they publicly supported the Black Lives Matter movement, releasing a detailed statement and action plan. They didn't just post a black square. They backed it up with policy advocacy and internal reflections. Their values show up in how they source ingredients, how they treat employees, and how they engage with communities. For example, they use fair trade certified suppliers and invest in sustainable packaging. This alignment between values and mission creates a culture of authenticity. The company stands for, and customers feel it too. But here's a catch. Alignment doesn't happen by accident. It requires intentional reinforcement. So how do you build this alignment in your company? Well, you can start with clarity. Your mission should be more than a slogan. It should answer why your company exists and who it serves. Define core values that are actionable. Instead of vague words like excellent, use behaviors like we own our outcome or we speak up respectfully. Embed values into systems. Use them in hiring criteria, performance reviews, and decision-making frameworks. Finally, tell stories. Share examples of employees living the values. Celebrate them publicly. One company I worked with created a Values in Action Award, where peers nominated colleagues who exemplify core values. It became a monthly ritual that reinforced alignment. Tip here: audit your internal communications. How often do your values and mission show up? If they're missing from onboarding, team meetings, and leadership updates, they're not shaping culture. When values and mission are aligned, culture becomes magnetic. People don't just work for a paycheck, they work for a purpose. And that's where performance, loyalty, and innovation take off. Next up, leadership behavior. The single most powerful shaper of culture. And here's the truth: people don't follow what leaders say, they follow what leaders do. If you want a culture of accountability, your leaders need to own their mistakes. If you want innovation, leaders must reward risk-taking, and not just results. Culture is caught, not taught. It's modeled. I once worked for a company where the CEO had a mantra: no surprises. He encouraged open communication, even when the news was bad. Over time, that created a culture where people felt safe raising issues early, which meant fewer crises and more collaboration. But I've also seen the opposite. Leaders who say they value transparency, but make decisions behind closed doors. That disconnect breeds cynicism. Tip here: do a cultural audit of your leadership team. Are their behaviors aligned with your stated values? If not, start there. Culture change begins at the top. Let's talk about communication style, the oxygen of your culture. How information flows, or doesn't, shapes how people feel. Are they in the loop? Do they feel heard? Do they trust leadership? Open communication fosters trust, engagement, and innovation. Closed communication leads to silos, suspicion, and stagnation. Think about how your company handles feedback. Is it welcomed, or is it weaponized? Are tough conversations avoided, or are they embraced? One of the best practices I've seen is the Ask Me Anything session, where leaders take unscripted questions from employees. It signals humility and transparency. Another is using asynchronous tools like Loom or Slack videos to share updates, especially in remote teams. It humanizes communication and keeps people connected. Tip here: don't just communicate down. You want to create feedback loops. Use pulse surveys, suggestion boxes, or regular one-on-ones to listen, and act on what you hear. Culture is a conversation, not a broadcast. Now let's explore the emotional glue of culture: recognition and rituals. Humans are meaning-making creatures. We crave acknowledgement and belonging. That's where rituals come in. Rituals are the repeated behaviors that reinforce what matters. They can be formal, like quarterly awards, or informal, like Slack channel for daily shoutouts. Recognition doesn't have to be grand. A handwritten note, a public thank you, or a team-wide email can make someone's week. I worked with a company that had a Cultural Champion of the Month, nominated by peers and celebrated in all hands meetings. It created a ripple effect of positivity and peer appreciation. Tip here: design rituals that reflect your values. If you value learning, celebrate mistakes as lessons. If you value collaboration, recognize team wins, not just individual stars. Culture is built in the moments between the meetings. Make those moments count. Finally, let's talk about the gateway to your culture, hiring and onboarding. Every new hire is a cultural multiplier or a cultural mismatch. Too often, companies hire for skills rather than for fit. This is an expensive and avoidable lesson. Instead of just asking, can they do the job? Ask, will they thrive in our environment? Better yet, will they elevate our culture? That's the difference between hiring for cultural fit, which can lead to sameness, and hiring for cultural add, which brings diversity and strength. And onboarding, that's your first impression. It's not just about paperwork and policies. It's about storytelling. It's about connecting new hires to your mission and your values, your people. Tip here. Create a 30, 60, 90-day onboarding roadmap that includes cultural immersion, not just job training. Assign mentors. Share company lore. Make them feel like they belong from day one. So there you have it, company culture. It isn't just a buzzword, it's the heartbeat of your business. From leadership behavior to hiring practices, every decision shapes the culture you're building. If you like what we're doing here, like and subscribe. Here on the channel, we discuss everything related to business, whether you're a business owner or a leader. If you like these topics, be sure to like and subscribe and click the bell notification. It really helps the algorithm. This channel is about helping you. So if you have any leadership, business, cultural challenges, or have suggestions for topics, let us know in the comments below, and we'll look forward to putting them in the schedule. If you want to find out more about how business coaching can help you and your business, head on over to our website, coachingtable.online. Send us a message and we'll get in touch with you. Until next time, remember, you are your most important investment. We'll see you next time.